All right, y'all, what's up, man? I'm back, man. All right, so my boy opens the door to go get the blunt from the store. When he opens the door, I'm standing right next to him in front of the closet where I put my gun up on the shelf, where I've never ever put the gun before though, okay? So he opens the door and his eyes get all wide and I hear two shots go off. Boom, boom. And it hits him in his upper right leg, really high, okay? So when the bullet hit him, it looked like he kind of tried to jump back out of the way, but what really happened is the bullet hit his leg, it kind of swept him and knocked him down and blew him back like 10 feet, okay? So it was just a solid connect. So boom, he goes from standing right next to me to flying back 10 feet on his back. And I'm like, fuck. I run to the couch, to the crack of the couch where I normally keep my gun. Totally forget everything that I was in the process of doing, which was locking the door after Tone walks out, grabbing my banger from the closet door next to it, and getting ready for it, because I know something's gonna happen, man. Something's gonna happen, okay? Now, here's the kicker, okay? TJ walked past a person that on a previous occasion he had robbed, duct taped up to a chair, and then went out to search their car. In the process of that, the person with a taped to the chair broke out the window or the door and ran off and escaped from TJ in his robbery that he had done previously. He never told us that he had done this, but it wasn't really his place to tell us. It wasn't like he needed to. But in this scenario, it would have helped to know, but it wouldn't have saved nothing because everything was already happening. Because even though when TJ walked into the house, the person he had duct taped up and robbed was sitting in a black vehicle with tinted windows and didn't see him walk in the house. But when he walked in the house, the guy upstairs saw him, and remember I told you guys they were enemies over gang shit, and the guy upstairs had married TJ's baby's mom, and his daughter lived upstairs, which nobody was aware of this. He didn't know where his daughter lived when he came over that day. So all this shit's happening. And so he gets blown back, you guys. I run back to the couch for the banger. I reach in the crack of the couch and it's not fucking there. And it's not fully registering where it is. And at this point, my boy Ice, is just looking at me like waiting for this gun to appear out of somewhere, because he saw me. He probably saw me put it up in the closet when I left, but we just weren't thinking, man. We needed that. I don't know how this happened, you guys, but I forgot where my gun was when he got shot and blown back. Even though it was right in front of me, you guys, I ran back to the wrong place thinking it was there. I don't know how these things happen, but it happened, okay? So we don't got no fucking gun. It's in the closet right next to the door, and now this dude's coming in the front door with the banger to dude, and dude's like pulling himself. TJ is pulling himself back with his arms, like sliding himself back to the couch. Okay? So dude comes in on him, and he puts the gun right to his fucking forehead, and he's like, break bread, nigga. Break bread. Break bread. TJ went in his pockets and threw $3 bills. I shit you not. He threw $3 on the floor with a gun to his head. That's all he came up with was $3, you guys. I shit you not. Throws it on the floor. It was almost funny the way this happened, because the dude never even took the $3. He just left it on the floor. It was still on the floor. Okay, so he's taunting dude with the banger. Now I remember where my gun's at. So I'm like, oh shit, now okay, I gotta get that pistol. But to get the pistol, I have to go back into the room, walk right past this motherfucker, and try and open the fucking closet door and grab a gun right in front of him and smoke him. He's not gonna let me do that. Okay? So my boy Ice is like, where's the fucking gun, crazy? Where's the fucking, what the fuck? We gotta get the fuck out of here, man. He's just going crazy now. He jumps out the window. His foot gets caught on the window, and he goes like face down, and he's all grass stained up and shit, and he runs off. I'm still in there wanting to make a play. I'm like, damn, how do I get this fucking gun? You know, how do I get this fucking gun, man? So at a point, and they're not paying attention to me in the back room, and now my neighbor from upstairs has came in the apartment to kind of taunt old boy too. Okay? But for some reason, you guys, they didn't kill him. They let him live. They showed him mercy and let him live. And so as they're like taunting with the banger, I could kind of tell that they weren't gonna probably finish him off at this point, but I really didn't know. But it was my time to get out the window, because I realized I can't get the gun. Now there's two of them in the living room. There's no way. They don't even see me. Like, I'm like, like the cracks of by the angles of the hallway and the door, like it was only that much eye room, okay? But I could still see them. But they couldn't really see me back there, you guys. So, and they really didn't, this is my neighbor. Our kids play together, okay? So I'm like, fuck. I jump out the window. I look up. Ice is gone. Gone. I'm like, what the fuck? I look up. He's like 2 blocks away. And I'm like, man, come on. Come on, man. We got to get this boy up out of here, man. We got to help dude. And he's like, fuck that, crazy. He's dead. I'm not going in there. He's fucking dead. I'm not going back in there. He's dead. I'm like, no, he's not. Bro, I ain't heard a gunshot since I jumped out the window, and he was alive when I came out the window. Come on, man. So, I don't know. He hadn't came back at that point, but I think he started making his way back. I came back to the front of the house, saw old boy's girlfriend in the tinted out black truck, and was like, get your man the fuck up out of my house. Go get your fucking man the fuck up out of my house. Go get your fucking man. Get him the fuck out of my fucking house, man. And as I'm tripping, he comes out the house with like the banger tucked, kind of, but he still had it in his hand. He didn't really look at me or acknowledge me. He got in the car and left. At this point, I think Ice was making his way back. We came in the house, and old boy was calling for an ambulance on my house phone because he took his cell phone. So he's calling for an ambulance. His femur is broken, and he's fucking in pain, man. Like, I couldn't move I probably could have if I had to, but I wouldn't move at all when I got shot, you guys, and my femur got broken. I wouldn't move. I said, don't move, don't touch, don't move, don't touch me, man. You know, and so what we did when we came back in, I grabbed him by an arm and by a leg on one side, and my boy grabbed him by an arm and the leg on the other side. I had grabbed the banger at this point from the hallway closet, which was right in the living room. The gun was in the same room the whole time, you guys. Okay? So I get the gun, I tuck it up, I grab him. Man, I really have him and the gun, I think kind of in the same hand, and then I got his leg. And he's like, give me the banger. Give me the banger. And I'm like, I got you, bro. I got you. Don't, like, I got you. You know, he wanted to, like, be on swivel mode when we carried him out. But, like, no, I got you, dog. Like, the threat was really already gone. They spared your life, man. But I still didn't feel fully confident coming out of the house carrying a person shot that could not walk and be totally vulnerable to whatever. So, mind you, the banger is a piece of shit 9mm high point. How I ended up with this gun, don't remember. I wasn't a felon at the time, but I know I didn't buy that gun from the store. I just forgot where it came from. But piece of shit gun, okay? But they work and they don't jam, and they're actually kind of accurate, you guys. Normally, I would not have one of these weapons, but I shit you not, it was a 9mm high point, okay? So, we come out the crib, before we came out the crib, though, I remember when I came in the house and he was calling for an ambulance, he hung the phone up, and then they called back, and I was like, you motherfuckers are too late, and just hung the phone up on him and started to get him up out of there. Now, right when we got him to the car, I then had to stash the weapon because I knew cops were going to be coming. The police station was only 4 blocks away. This was on 8th and Morgan Avenue in North Minneapolis. So the police station is only like 4 blocks away. I know they're going to be coming soon. I don't know what he said to him, but I know he's probably said, I'm shot, I need an ambulance, okay? So we get him in the car, we come back, take care of everything, and we make sure we're not there when the police come, okay? So the police come, kick the door in, and basically raid the house and find absolutely nothing or nobody. Little do they know, the shooter is still upstairs with the weapon. No. The shooter left with the weapon, and the shooter left. His partner, my neighbor, was upstairs. And so, yeah, the gun, they were smart about it because the shooter and the gun got up out of there, and then dude just went back into his crib like nothing happened, and we didn't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I won't even put an abbreviation on their names, you guys, or anything, because they got away with that. You know what I'm saying? They got away with that shit scot-free because you did it to 3 real motherfuckers. Like, you could have killed them and you'd have got away with it. I don't know why they spared him. They probably would have thought I killed him because it was in my house. And I don't know how I would have tried to explain that shit, you guys. You know? But, fuck, man, like, that would have been bad if they had smoked him, you guys, because I wouldn't have been able to tell them what happened. And it's in my house, so how the fuck are you going to explain that and not explain that? So, thank God they didn't smoke him, man, because it probably would have got me in a bunch more trouble. And they still would, them motherfuckers were going to skate no matter what because they did it to the right people. Okay? So, down goes Tone, broken femur bone, and this injury takes at least like a year or 2 to really recover from. So now we can't use him in the robbery. We can't use his voice. So he's out the scenario. So then my boy Ice is like, man, look, you know what? I'm gonna go get K-Wood, okay? Because that's what this story's really about. It's not really about TJ getting blasted. It's not really about me. It's not really about them guys that blasted him. It's not really about Ice. Okay? This story is about K-Wood. Okay? So that'll be part 3.